Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly energy reading. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Renee. Welcome to the Hermit's Moon. I pull cards every week for each zodiac sign just to figure out what kind of energies we're going to have available around us to work with. And I would love for you to be a part of my community by subscribing. Please give this video a thumbs up if it resonates. That helps. Okay, I feel like this card wants to come out. And let's just cut the deck. Let's see what is going on for Cancer this week. Okay, we have breathe. This is a good time for you all to take a rest. Take almost like here, I'm getting the feeling of taking inventory. You know, like when we are called to stop and breathe, I feel like we're just supposed to be present and checked in with ourselves, with our intuition, and that's going to be really important for you this week as you're going forward, because that's going to be your guiding light, is your intuition. But first you need to stop and breathe in, rest. And you guys also have new life. Okay, there's a new beginning. We're getting ready to, at the time of this video, we are we're ending out summer. Summer's almost over. I believe in divine timing and that you all will see this video when you are meant to see it. So I didn't want to put a date stamp on it, but I feel like we're on the cusp of change and it's time for that fresh start that a lot of us really are craving, because like I said, I'm filming this in 2025. It's been a very difficult year for most of us. So let's pull some more cards for you, Cancer. I also want to invite you guys at this time, check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because you can get some really good information over there. I'm a Virgo sun, but a Pisces rising, and I always really get more out of my Pisces videos, or a Pisces video rather than a Virgo. All right, let's cut the deck and see what we need to know. What you have been dealing with in the recent past, guys. We have the Six of Air, which I like the Six of Air. This is the Six of Swords, and this is you moving out of maybe some rocky waters and into a calmer time. And I feel like it really is supporting both of your oracle cards here, telling you to breathe. You know, now you're through the storm. Now you can rest a little bit, breathe, but you're also getting a new start. And I feel like that is a very important energy for you all to focus on this week, is your new start. What do you want that to be? You know, think about, if you could have any wish, what would it be for your life? Is it a career? Is it love? Start thinking about how you want that to look. Now you also have the Ten of Earth. This is one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck for me, because this is one of the household cards. I call the Ten of Earth and the Ten of Water the happy family, happy home life, because it's about our home. And the Ten of Earth means success, stability, and security. And those are staples when it comes to having a happy home life. I feel like when we don't have to focus on how we're paying the bills and putting food on the table, when those things are provided, it's easier for us to pay attention to the relationships in our home. And I feel like that's where you all have been right now too. You've been so focused on career goals and manifesting that wealth that's going to help you. Keep doing that, but now also focus on the people around you as well. And we have the King of Earth. Okay, more earth energy. This is Taurus energy when I read. And the King of Earth is one of the Master Manifestor cards. He's a wonderful entrepreneur, business person, has a good career-minded, money-minded person. And I feel like especially following this Ten of Earth, that's where your head has been at lately, Cancer. And quite possibly you're coming to watch this video hoping to get some money guidance. And we'll see if that shows up in the cards for you. I do feel like you're supposed to stay on this path right now and really focus on career and let everything else kind of fall into place. But I feel like that is where the majority of you right now are focusing on, like the tangible world. Let's pull some more cards for you, get some more information. That's too many. Well, no, that's too many. That was clumsy shuffling. I usually keep jumpers, but not when there's that many. Okay, let's just cut the deck and go from there. Okay, you have the king, another king. So you have the king of earth following the king. And it says here, man, authority, male energy, male sexual energy, things pertaining to the law and justice. So think about authority figures. When a card like this shows up, I always caution people to be careful with dealings with the law. Don't do reckless behavior. Don't have that. Don't speed. Don't, get on the wrong side of the law. Make sure you're putting good energy out there, good karmic energy. You're not breaking the rules, breaking laws, because that can really come back to bite you this week. But think about boss energy as well, because you guys do have the king of earth. And I do feel, I've told you, this is one of the master manifestors. For anyone who's working on their own business, this is a great time for you to take steps in that direction and really put your focus there. Like I said, you've got this money card too, and security and stability. But business is really, I feel like, on your mind heavy this week, Cancer. You guys also have the Goblin. And when this card shows up, the wounded human ego. So this card shows up, I feel like, when we're operating from a space of fear, because that's really what the ego represents. When we are not looking at life through a lens of love, when we're overly critical of people, when we're judgmental, when we're fearful, that's when we are coming from a place of ego. And I feel like you need to conquer this, especially with these king cards, these boss energies, and which is also strong male energy. I feel like it's telling you to take steps towards being a stronger, braver person, and don't let this goblin energy get in the way of what you are trying to create for yourself. Okay, what you're presently dealing with. We have the Queen of Air. This is Libra energy when I read. And I feel like, you guys, when the Queen of Air shows up, that is about coming up with a plan or a strategy towards moving forward and creating the business plan that you want. That's going to be very important for you. If you are someone who is thinking about love, like calling a new partner in, have you made a list of characteristics that you want that partner to possess? Get clear. Get a clear crystal vision of whatever it is you're trying to call in for yourself. Because when air signs are showing up, or when the air cards, that's mental clarity. That's strategizing and being logical. We also have love. Okay, maybe this is going to be a love reading. I was thinking it was going to be more of a maybe a business reading for you, but some of you might really be watching this hoping to get good advice about love. This is the Gemini energy when I read. It's the Gemini archetype in the major arcana, and it can absolutely be about love. And especially with the major arcana, this isn't just like somebody you're dating or just spending time with and having fun. This is about cultivating a life partner or an important person in your life. But the main message with the love card and the Lovers card in the tarot deck is choices. And that's where a lot of us fall short, is we don't pay attention to the important choices, or we think we can just correct something down the road. When the Lovers card shows up, this is an important decision-making time, because it will send you in a particular direction. So make sure that you are making good choices, and choices that ring true for you, that are you following your truth. And you guys also have the Seven of Water talking about choices. This is the card of options and decisions to be made. And I feel like there's a lot of options on the table for you right now, Cancer. I love when this card shows up, because it can tell us that we're not dreaming big enough, that we aren't asking the universe for a big enough blessing. You're being conservative around what you're trying to call in. And this card is telling you dream bigger. So that's good. Let's pull some love cards for you guys. Now that we've got these love cards showing up, let's see if we can get some information for you. Cupid's arrow. Okay, this is the second time this card has come up, back-to-back readings here. But have faith, love is coming. We just said that with this card here, with the Lovers card. So this could absolutely be a big week for you guys if you're trying to, if you're single and trying to call love into your life, Or if you're in a relationship, how is that relationship going for you, Cancer? How is all of the energy in your household, especially with your partner, your life partner? I know maybe you have children. They reap the benefits of a good, strong relationship between mom and dad, or the heads of the house, the male and female. So make sure you're communicating, make sure you're making your partner a priority, and make sure you're letting your partner know what's important for you at this time, because that's the good basis of a strong relationship. But struck by love, for my single Cancers, I absolutely feel like you could be calling love in. And we have the golden mirror, love bombing, narcissist, self-absorbed, and one-sided. That might be why we are being told to make good choices. And remember what I was just saying before I pulled this card, is make sure that you are having good communication, prioritizing your relationship. And if there's any of this narcissistic behavior, not saying that you're a narcissist, but are you doing some narcissistic behavior, like maybe trying to be controlling or gaslighting? That's going to set your relationship back. Make sure that, where was that, this king talking about justice? That's a karmic energy. That's not just about law, but that is a karmic energy. Make sure you're putting good karmic energy out into your relationships, and that's going to help them grow and be nurtured and become the relationships that you want them to be, especially if they're in the new beginnings. All right, let's take a look at where you are at, what your future self wants you all to know. The 8 of Earth. Keep showing up for yourself, Cancer. Keep working on whatever that business goal is, whatever that, if you're starting a business, if you're working on your career, you can make great strides this week. Make sure you're doing your best. This is also the student card. Now, at the time that I'm filming this, people are going back to school. Colleges are they're starting up again. We're sending the kids back to school. Maybe you're taking a college class. Good for you. That's you, bettering yourself. And this is what the message of that card is to always work on our best selves and keep showing up and presenting ourselves by doing the work that we need to do. You also have Messenger of Air. This is another Gemini card. This is the Knight of Swords in a traditional deck, and it's right next to, interestingly enough, the Lover's card, which is another Gemini card. So duality. And I'm getting it in the message. In this particular reading, I feel like it's a strong couples card. Like, make sure, you're seeking your truth, but also make sure that your relationships around you, you're communicating well. You are, you're not love bombing. You're not using that narcissistic behavior. You're putting your best foot forward and putting out good karmic energy. When the Messenger of Air shows up, I also warn people to watch how you argue this week, how you're communicating. Sometimes it can be a bit of a sign that possibly you're hitting below the belt. Make sure you're not doing that. And don't let anybody do that to you. Call them out on it, but do it in a way where communication is being respectful and working towards a goal. So y'all also have the seven of fire. So this is you, okay, especially following this Messenger of Air and what I was just saying, this is you defending yourself. And you might be put in a position this week where you have to defend your ideas, your stance on something. If there's any relationship drama, just make sure it's done in a respectable way. Don't hit below the belt. Don't, make sure that any communication is productive. Okay, and what your guides, guardians, and ancestors want you to know, we have the 9 of Fire, the wounded warrior showing up. It's been showing up in a lot of readings lately. I feel like people are at a place where they want to throw in the towel. Like, we're exhausted. I think like 2025 has just been a rough year for everybody. But when this card shows up, it's reminding you, don't show up before the blessing shows up. Or don't give up before the blessing shows up, okay? Hang in there. Be resilient. Be strong. Be that warrior that keeps fighting for your love, for your job, for whatever it is you're trying to align and call in for yourself. You deserve the blessing. So don't quit right before the finish line. And we also have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So we have 2 Taurus cards. You guys have Gemini energy around you this week as well as Taurus. And I like to point that out just because it can help confirm some things for people when they hear these readings. But this is your spiritual path and a spiritual awakening. And that might be what you're trying to call in for yourself. I want you to remember to think outside the box and try new things. Sometimes when this card shows up, you can be stuck in a rut and doing things in a way that you've always done. It might be time for you to try something new. That could be in your love life, in your work life. It's just telling you to have faith that it's all going to work out, but also be open to new ways and new ways of doing things. And when I see it with this Justice card, I am also getting a message about it could be an important week for somebody with institutions. You know, be really careful how you're going out and about in the world. And remember what I said about sticking to the letter of the law, not breaking rules or breaking laws, because I feel like there could be serious repercussions for someone this week if they're doing something illegal. Okay, just a little warning. Your last tarot card, I love it, is the Empress. So this is you nurturing your relationships, yourself. Remember, when this card shows up, it's telling you that energy goes where attention flows. So wherever you're putting your attention, that's where your heart is. So make sure that you're prioritizing it, whether it's your love life, your work life, your career. Spread some love on it. Take care of yourselves. This is the card of self-care and self-love as well. But this is fertility. Are any of you trying to get pregnant? When the Empress shows up, there could absolutely be a pregnancy. This is a good card that you want to see. So especially if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful because there's fertile energies around right now. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's pull a few more cards for you guys. See what's going on for my Cancers this week. We have success. I love it. Okay, especially right after this Empress, I do feel like there's going to be a baby coming. But success. This is the 6 of fire. Did we pull that in this one? No, that was in the previous reading. But this is what are you wanting to touch and have it turn to gold? You guys have the 7 of water here, the card of options and dreaming big. Success is available to you as long as you are working towards it as well. Putting good energy out there, showing up, putting in the work, and calling things in. Master Manifester, you guys have these energies available to you. Success is available. Don't give up, especially with the Wounded Warrior telling you you're right at the finish line. It's about to happen. Let's pull a couple more cards. We have Shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Okay, that could definitely be what this legal stuff is that I've been getting this message of legality. You know, going through the court system is not cheap. So again, stick to the legal side of things. Don't mess up. But take care, be careful. You guys have this 10 of Earth, which is one of the most successful financial cards in the tarot deck. Be careful. Work hard, work smart, and be smart with your money. Okay, this is definitely a message about using that King of Earth energy and being very wise with your bank account, with how you're spending money, how you're investing. It's very, very important that you be very informed. Don't just be frivolous or be throwing caution to the wind. You want to be calculated this week with your money. That's going to be really important. Let's also get Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. This is the Wounded Warrior. What I was telling you about persevering, being resilient, not giving up. Stay the course. Whatever it is you're working on this week, Cancer, stay the course. It's going to work out for you. Even if you are seeing signs that you feel like it's not, like you've really been struggling, hang in there. You're going to make it. Let's pull one more card for you. Especially with that King of Earth and 10 of Earth. Okay, Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. All right, what were we saying about communication here? That's going to be very important for you guys this week. Don't confide all your secrets. Keep, what is that? Keep your cards close to your heart. Don't share your secrets right now. It's okay for you to be a little secretive. You don't have to tell everything to your bestie or the coworker. Anybody being nosy, they're being nosy for a reason. So be guarded there. Don't let just anybody in, and don't tell just anybody what you're trying to work on or something secret or private for you. They're gonna blab and they're gonna mess it up for you. So be private. It's okay to work on things in private, especially if you are trying to manifest something. Some of the most important advice you can get is don't tell people what you're working on, because that can get in your head. What if they have something negative to say about it? They can mess up your energy. Don't let people know what it is you're working on. Don't let people know your secrets. It's okay for you to be a little private this week. Okay, guys, that is your reading. Please give the video a thumbs up, especially if it resonated. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I've got more readings coming for you all. I'm wishing you joy, love, health, and wealth. Have a great week, Cancer. Bye-bye.